This was the third round of the death game, called Human Flash Timer. In this round, 3 players were taken into 2 connected triangular rooms. Before the game begins, each of them has to throw a dice. The player with the lowest score has to stand near an iron chamber at the center of the circle. Then they were handcuffed by the staff to prevent them from escaping. As per the rules, a team of 3 players was formed. All teams passed through the same path, opened the same type of doors, and entered the same identical triangular rooms. The game was simple. The teams has to answer a question. The team with the right answer will win. The riddle was, all rooms are the same, so where are we? The other 2 players in the room opened the tablet. On the screen there were 25 options, out of which only 1 was correct. To answer, players had to select the right option and press the send button. They were also allowed to use a notebook and pen to solve the riddle. The total time given was 30 minutes. The fastest team with the correct answer would win a gold ring. Before the game began, John was locked inside a glass chamber. Water started to fill the chamber and would gradually rise up. After understanding the rules, the game officially began. Water kept flowing through a thick pipe into the glass chamber. What shocked John the most was that one of his teammates was actually his enemy. The enemy saw this as a chance to get rid of John so that only he could win. However, the third teammate, the fat man, didn't want to harm anyone. This led to a fight between the 2, wasting their time. Based on available clues, all the rooms were triangular and identical. Selecting the right answer out of 25 options was very difficult. John asked his teammates to search the room for any clues. The fat man found a tall lamp in one corner. He wanted to use it to break John's chamber, but the other teammate stopped him, fearing they might lose the game. Just then, both of them noticed a strange symbol on the ground in the corner. One of them drew the symbol on paper and showed it to John. After examining the diagram, John guessed it could be some kind of element symbol, though it wasn't like stone or minerals. The fat man said it might not be a letter, but a symbol. That gave John an idea. He asked both of them to check the other corners for similar symbols, but the strange mark was only found in that one corner. John then asked the fat man to draw a map of the room. It was a triangular shape, an isosceles triangle. This meant they had to determine one of the triangle's angles. The problem was, all rooms were identical, and there was no protractor. Then John realized, to find the angles, they needed the side lengths. When he looked at the walls, he noticed something useful. He asked them to count the wall panels and the skirting. There were 21 skirts on each side, and the near room was also having 21 skirts, meaning 2 identical isosceles triangles together form one large isosceles triangle. In an isosceles triangle, the 2 sides are equal, and so the base angles are the sharp angles of these rooms, which must be equal too. Hearing this complex geometry made the fat teammate mad, but John explained everything using a shortcut, quickly helping him understand. Meanwhile, the water in John's chamber had already reached his chest. Time was running out of hand. John tried to guide the fat man to solve the riddle and submit the answer. Gradually the fat man improved at math. He explained how 2 isosceles triangles together made a bigger one. Time kept passing and the water level kept rising. Other teams were still stuck on the puzzle. With only 10 minutes left, many panicked and submitted wrong answers, causing water to rise in their chambers and losing the game. Only 2 teams were left now, John's and Lynn's. At that moment, John noticed a bird flying above. That gave him a new idea. From above, all the rooms looked connected. Each room was identical, so if all these isosceles triangles were joined together, they would form a decagon. From the top view, the shape would resemble a star. Both John and Lynn had the same thought. They thought the answer must be star. But just as they were about to submit it, John and Lynn felt something wasn't right. Still, Lynn's team submitted star in hurry, and it was incorrect. Now only John's team was left. If they also answered wrong, he would drown in the chamber. John concentrated deeply and realized that since all rooms were exactly the same, the answer couldn't be star. It had to be something that symbolizes identical rotation, a windmill. In the end, they selected windmill and submitted